All right, this is a review of the process. Remember, we talked about bringing a photo into Photoshop. If you'll notice carefully, this was image traced from a photo before we brought it into Photoshop to edit. Okay? Now, once I brought it into Photoshop, if you'll notice, I cropped it. I picked a piece that I wanted to use, not all of it. Then I either went in and painted the background out or just put an outline around him. Okay? At this point, I'll save it and then bring it into Illustrator. Once I brought it into Illustrator, I image traced it, expanded, and then I went and clicked on that green shape and threw it away. Now, if you notice, this background here is not a problem because basically I can put it within a rectangle and delete. Basically a rectangle, delete. You know, in other words, it is not difficult to delete if you give yourself an area. Are you seeing the... You don't always have that. If you paint it out, boom, there it all is done. All right, now, before I get rid of the loose stuff here, now that it's a shape, it's possible for you to come over and draw an outline. This is where you come in to trim. You cannot trim bitmap. Once you make it image trace, you got shapes. You can trim shapes. So if you notice right here, I made a stroke. I added thickness to it. Now I go to Object Path, Outline Stroke. What I have now is a shape. Now, it's very important that you understand one thing. Before I'm going to bring a stroke in to trim, I need to take what I have up here, select it, and trim. Now it's all absolutely flat. If you were to select the one down here and trim, your stroke would disappear. Okay? Now, if you notice, what I wanted here is that even though I image trace, I've got a jagged outline. I'd like to clean it up. Here's what's going to happen. Once I put that shape here, and I come in and I select right there, I'm going to go up to Pathfinder, Trim, Ungroup, click on the background, select this black shape that I created, delete. Now, can you tell how it cleaned up that outside edge? This one's got a bunch of stuff that it would be good to clean up. The shirt over here, the hair, those are a way of making adjustment on edges by using a trim. But remember, you can only trim shapes. In other words, that's what image tracing does. It takes everything that you picked up from Photoshop and turns it into shapes. Okay? So, as a review, we bring the photo in, we outline this. This is in Photoshop. And then we're going to bring it into Illustrator, select it, image trace, delete, background. Now, look at this right here. If I come in here with a rectangle and give it a color, or I don't care what color I'm going to pick out, and I'm going to send it to the back. Now it becomes a lot easier to see all these loose little crappy pieces that I wasn't seeing before. See? Okay? And then you can select it once you've cleaned it up. You can select it and delete it. And you've got a nice clean image.